Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne, and I'm actually coming on 2 minutes earlier than I was supposed to. Usually, I'm late, and it's about 2:35. No, it's about 2:40 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. And, my afternoons, I just come on and kind of suddenly. I never know exactly what time I'm going to be on because my daytime is very, very busy. Now, I do have my set time at 10 p.m. at night. Sometimes I come on as early as 9:30 p.m., sometimes as late as 10:40 p.m. Hey, Jamie, welcome, welcome. Thank you. You're the first one in. First one in. And but during the daytime, I'm unpredictable because I just don't know what time I'm going to be on. So I just come on and hope that somebody will come on with me. And so thank you, Jamie. How's your channel coming, Jamie? Because I know you work hard at it, and you want authentic friends on there, and I'm all about that because we've learned all the other lessons, the hard lessons here on YouTube. And but you have a great channel, and I think you probably know so much more than you did when you first started. Like we all do. Hey, my friend Charles, welcome, welcome. Great to see you, my friend. Great to see such wisdom in here. Such wisdom. Charles is in the house. So, like I said, I never know when I'm going to come on during the day. It could be as early. I don't usually come on before 2, but it could be 2, 3, 4. Usually no later than 4:30. Because if I'm going to do a 10 o'clock live, if I push it past 4:30, starting a live stream, it gets to be, I'm tired by the time I do the 10 p.m. live stream. So I wasn't on last night as I had planned to be because my husband and I went out to dinner. And I always say if we're out to dinner, then I'm not on. So we had a wonderful, wonderful dinner out last night. We went for Mexican food, our favorite little Mexican restaurant here. The service is great. The food is outstanding. And it's quick. I mean, they really, really prepare it. I don't know how they get it done so fast, but they get it to the table really fast. And the prices are very reasonable, very, very reasonable. So you can't ask for much more than that. And we go out a couple times a week because now our kids are all grown. Even though we all do sit down at the dinner table, getting everybody together at the same time is much more challenging because I have kids in college. I have kids who are working. They're young adults. Two live at home, one down the street. So it's a little bit challenging at times. So my husband and I take that opportunity, and now we go out. Instead of sitting down at the dinner table as a table of 5, now, we've had to adjust to it being he and I again, which is fun too. We love it. We love it. It's just like when we went to church. We took up a whole pew because we had 5 of us, and 3 kids and my husband and I. And then it started to narrow down because my one son started to go to a different church. And so it narrowed down to 4 of us, and then 3 of us, and then just my husband and I. And then if one of us don't go, it's just one of us. So it's kind of an odd feeling, that transition from, having little kids in booster seats and car seats to teenagers to young adults, and so it's an adjustment as a parent. And some people call it the empty nest. I just call it adjustment. But it's a different season. It's a different season. Charles, you know all about seasons. And, when you have lived life, you've gone through your share of seasons. And, raising small children and having the car seats. I remember, driving around with my kids with 3 in car seats. One was a baby carrier type of car seat that you reverse. You remember those? You had to face it the other way. And then the other 2. And at that time, I had a big expedition. So I had 3 rows of seats. Hey, Modern Pro, welcome, welcome. Great to see you here. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Let me give you a blue wrench if I can. For some reason, why can't I give a minute? Let me move that over. For some reason, oh, there it is. Okay, add moderator. There's, I didn't nurse. And So, and one of the things we did, and the title of this live stream is Board Games. What is your favorite board game? Because growing up, when my kids were growing up, we played board games. And on occasion, we still do. I wish we did it more than what we do. Hey, John, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so, while kids were playing Xbox and all those games, my kids didn't. We did play board games. We had Monopoly, we had Scrabble, we had Pente, we had all the typical kids games here, Old Maid, and I had homeschooled. And so, we did it the old fashioned way in the beginning with the books. Later when my kids got into high school, I put my one son into a virtual program, homeschool, but it was public school done at home. And so it was all done virtually. But I really liked the old fashioned way better with the books. I think kids learn a totally different way today with books than they do virtually. And even in school now, regular public, traditional, brick and mortar public school, they do it all on the computer. When I go to college classes, everything is done on the computer. You may have the instructor up front, but it's all done on computer. And I think you miss out a lot. You do. You really miss out a lot when it's all done on computer. And I think kids today are missing out on old fashioned board games because you're really interacting and with each other rather than looking at something. You're not interacting. You might interact a little bit, but not that much. And so kids today, I don't even think most of them have played a board game, or know what a board game is. So, at one point we had like 50 board games. We had so many. I only have a few now, but we had a lot of board games. And so yeah, yeah, yeah. So what is your favorite board game? Do you have one? Do you have a particular board game that you like? For me, I like Scrabble. And when my husband and I first moved to Europe, we didn't have kids at that time. We first moved to Europe, and we were newly married, and we we would play. Yeah, John, it's a mess. I agree, it's a mess. And I remember we got to Europe, and we didn't have American television, of course, so we didn't understand the language, and so we would play, a lot of Scrabble, and because we had played a lot of Scrabble before we moved there, and so I won 19 games in a row. And my husband said, if you win one more, I'm not going to play with you anymore. And do you know what? He won the next 19 games in a row. It was so funny. 19 must have been our lucky number. Yeah, Charles, I agree with you. I agree with you. And John, yeah, chess. I don't know how to play chess, but my husband does. And we do have a chess game somewhere. Actually, we have a couple of them. My kids did learn, but I just never figured it out. I'm good at checkers though. I love checkers. We used to play checkers when my kids were growing up all the time, all the time. And do you know that when I grew up, we had one TV channel with rabbit ears. We had a radio. And if we didn't like what was on TV, and we usually didn't, we just sat out on the front porch or we went and played or we did other things. We used our imagination. And today, I think people don't use their imagination. They don't read books. They watch movies, but they don't read books. So when you watch a movie, you're not using your imagination. When you read a book, you often are using your imagination. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, John, I remember that. Shoots and ladders. Shoots and ladders. Yep, yep, yep. And we had shoots and ladders. And I don't know, John, if you remember this, or Charles might remember this game because they don't have it anymore. But when I was little, I had a little I was 5 years old. He was 6. He was my boyfriend next door. And he had the game called King of the Hill, and it was marbles, and you had to make your way up the hill. And if you got in a hole, you would have to start over, or somewhere you almost had to start over. And oh my gosh, I love that game, King of the Hill. And he was always winning. I think he cheated, but but we had so much fun. And that was back in the day. He did have two TV channels where he lived. And we would watch shows like That Girl. Remember That Girl with Marlo Thomas? Um, there were such good shows on back then. I mean, they were actually had shows that had real writing to them. You know, it left things to the imagination. And growing up, I'm so glad I grew up when I did. As poor as we were, I grew up at a time where it was just very different. I don't even want to be a parent. I would not want to be a parent of small children right now. It's just too challenging of a time. I'm glad my kids are young adults because even when I raised my kids, I was able to raise them in what I felt a society that had some, had a good moral code, a decent moral code, even though it was changing. And now it's pretty difficult. Yes, John. Yes, yes, yes. Red Skelton. I love the old black and white Red Skeltons. And he was always a hobo. And he used to come on, I think, was it Saturday nights or was it Saturday? I don't know. But I loved Red Skelton. I loved his show. Those were such great shows. I think people are really, really missing out today on so much. They're just missing out. They're missing out on so many great old time TV shows. I don't watch TV. I go to YouTube and I look up old TV shows. Like maybe I'll look up Red Skelton and I play those. At night, I listen to, we've already watched the 9 seasons of Touched by an Angel, but I go back and I rewatch them. So I let them play in the background, Touched by an Angel, which was a fantastic series with great writing. Yeah, I remember John. He was a great painter. And he actually, when I lived in California, he had a home that was up above Palm Springs. It wasn't in Palm Springs. You had to go up like a winding, it was about 10, 15 miles from Palm Springs, but it was up kind of like a mountain. And it was deserty. And yeah, he lived up that way. But he was wonderful. So many old great TV shows. So many. And board games were just part of that lifestyle. Saturday night, families got together, friends got together, and the older friends would, like adults would play cards. They would play cards, and we just had so much fun. And today you go around anywhere, and especially the younger generation, including some of the older generation, are staring down at their phones. That's all they do, stare at their phones. It's as if they can't interact anymore or enjoy life unless it's through the phone or unless it's through the computer. Oh, John, I loved Laugh-In. My 2 favorite shows, Laugh-In and Hee Haw. I loved Hee Haw. Hee Haw was so good. And, I told a story called, if you go and look up, stories from my life, I had 2 babysitters. And it was a husband and wife, and they were an old couple, Irene and Charles. And she was somewhat senile. And I was like 6 years old, and she was my babysitter. And we would dance around the floor to her old radio. And she wore those big old grandma shoes, those clumpy old shoes. She always wore a dress. And we would dance around the kitchen floor to Petula Clark's song, Downtown. And she'd make me a poached egg with a piece of toast. And then in the evening, we would sit there was 3, Charles sat on the couch and he would smoke his stogies and chew his tobacco. Irene would sit in this hard kitchen chair that she liked in the living room. And I would sit in kind of like an old fashioned, it wasn't a recliner, but it looked like an old fashioned recliner. And we would watch all these different TV shows because they had 2 channels, whereas we only had 1. And we'd watch Hee Haw. And we'd watch the reruns of The Honeymooners at 11 o'clock at night. It would come on at 11 o'clock at night. They'd let me stay up real late and eat all the candy I wanted. And then I'd fall asleep on the floor, and then they'd send me upstairs to go to bed. They were wonderful babysitters. And then she got so senile, they had to put her in kind of a institution. Back then, they didn't really have nursing homes so much. So they put her in an institution, and then he got sick, and then he passed on. So it was very like losing my grandparents. It was like losing grandparents. They were wonderful. Charles, yeah. John is wonderful. And that's what my channel does. It brings people together. Hey, James. Hey, my friend. Great to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Yeah, my channel is sort of a conduit. It brings people together, that otherwise wouldn't meet. And that's what we do when we go to each other's channels. We meet people that we connect with. And, a lot of times we'll meet people in our age group or people who have a similar interest or whatever. And that is really, really, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Hey, KA, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you. So, yeah, last night we went to dinner. So I didn't come on last night. That's usually the only time I don't come on, unless I'm really tired or something like that. Then if I'm tired, I don't come on. But here lately, I've been taking a nap. When I finish the live stream during the daytime, I go take a nap. And it's amazing how invigorating a nap can be. It's usually about an hour, sometimes 2 hours. And then I'm up till like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning as a result of it. But it just works for me. It gives me that extra burst of energy. So I'll probably take a nap when I get off of here. It's kind of my schedule. I'm a very scheduled type of person I'm very flexible, but I also have a schedule. So, I'll probably take a nap after. So last night when we went to the Mexican restaurant, one of my friends I had suggested the restaurant to her. She went to it, but she ordered something I had not had before. It was a bell pepper. And even though I'm vegan, when I go out, I eat what I want. So it was a bell pepper stuffed with steak. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. I don't know what it was called, but it was more of an appetizer than a main dish. But it was so, so good. Okay, I need to get rid of that. That is a bot. Okay, so we're just going to remove. Okay, remove. We have a lot of bots now. I don't know, James, are you getting bots in your live stream? But I think, James, you probably don't because you make sure that everybody's a subscriber before they can comment. And I think that bots can't subscribe if I know correctly. So you kind of avoid that issue. I got to figure out how to do the subscriber button, but I don't want to make it where people can't comment. So it might be like 30 seconds or something like that. So I may do that. I need to work on that. There's a couple areas I need to work on my YouTube channel. And one of them is doing the subscriber before they can comment. I need to reorder Canva so that I can start to do the thumbnails the right way again. I need to figure out a way to get my grandma's porch back on my editing on my main computer in the kitchen where I edit because I deleted it by mistake. And for some reason, the DVD, none of my DVDs, I don't know when we updated all the computers, it's not recognizing some of the stuff. And I can't, how I used to have where you come up grandma's driveway in the beginning of my video and then you're leaving grandma's porch at the end. I haven't been putting that on because I haven't figured out how to upload that back onto my main computer that I edit. So we'll see. But anyhow. So yeah, coming on in the afternoon is very different. You meet different people, different parts of the world. A lot of people, of course, are working, so they don't see you. YouTube doesn't always push you out right at the time you do a live stream. People don't build their life around YouTube, at least not most people, so they don't see that you're on till later. But I come on whether anybody shows up or doesn't show up. It gives people an opportunity to come on if they so choose it, if they so choose it. And like I said, board games were a part of my life growing up. They were a part of my children's life growing up. Um, I'm kind of sad to say we don't play board games as much as we used to. We probably need to get back to them. Um, like Scrabble is a lot of fun. My sister taught me 500 gin rummy, and I love that game. 500 gin rummy with cards. I love that. That's the only card game that I play that I can think of, other than maybe Old Maids. My husband plays a card game that he grew up with, and I can't remember the name of it. And he plays a card game, and he's taught me. I'm not very good at it, though. He always wins. And you have to pick up like a large number of cards. And I think when you end up with no cards at the end is how you know you've won. And then everybody else has to deduct the cards from their hand that they still have. It's not gin rummy. It's a different one. It's a different one than gin rummy. So how is everybody? How are you all doing? How is your week going? How did your Valentine's go? How did your team play on Super Bowl? So yeah. So I did my 5-mile run today. Got that. I do that every day. I'm very disciplined. Did that. It was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. And let's see, after I did my 5 miles, I came home and I just did a lot of little things. She probably made a mistake, Charles. 25 days is like a long time. She probably meant 25 minutes and messed it up. And that's what I'm kind of concerned about. I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess up, you know. When you start messing with all these buttons and that, you can do that. And I have a lot of new people that come in, especially like at the 10 o'clock live stream. And if you do that, then they just leave. If they can't comment, they just leave. So I probably need to do that because everybody's getting bombarded with these bots. And I think it's just really important that we are able to avoid the bots. And we're not going to be able to avoid them if the only way to really avoid them is to make it subscriber. And subscriber only can comment. So otherwise you get the bots in here and you have to pay close attention. But I'm always learning. I'm always learning here on YouTube. Hey, K.E. Norway. Oh, thank you, my friend. Wonderful, wonderful Undale is here with K.E. Norway channel. She is amazing. So if you don't have Undale, I really, really, really suggest and hope you go over to K.E. Norway. She has 2 channels, K.E. Channel Norway and her Undale channel. And the Undale is spelled UNN and then DEL. You will, number one, her channels are inspirational, motivational. You're right, Charles. I agree. Motivational, inspirational, inspiring. They're wonderfully done, beautifully done. And she does her premieres and her content on her Undale channel. She does her live streams on her KE channel Norway every day. And so you want to be connected to both for different reasons. And so Undale is just fabulous. She's one of my inspirations. Her channel is growing. I would say that, she's at 11,000 right now, but I would say within thank you, Un, within a year, I keep telling her she's going to be at 100,000. And she's doing it all the right way. She's doing everything the right way. It's legitimate subscribers, legitimate viewers, legitimate views. She's doing everything the right way. And so you really, really want to be connected to Undale. She's an amazing channel and she supports us out. So you've become friends with Un. She's going to support your channel. Okay. And she has a lot of friends who support your channel. So because of Un, she connects you to a lot of other people. And so your channel will grow. And like I said, we all help each other. And I know who shares me out and who doesn't share me out. And I'm a big sharer. I share. Well, Un is a huge sharer like me. She comes over and she'll share my videos. I share her videos and her content and her live streaming. And yet, she's one of the few. Now, I do have others that do it. And I recognize those others, and I am always looking for their newest video to share out, okay, or newest live stream. And I share them out. When people do for me, I go back and do for them. They just have to let me know that they did it so that I know. And Un and I do that back and forth because we love each other's content. We make wonderful content and we share it out. And that's how you grow. But so many people, for whatever the reason is, they won't share you out. Now, I'm not talking about the smaller channels. The smaller channels, they don't always have the ability to share out. And I share them out anyhow. I go help the smaller channels who cannot help me. I go help them. But the bigger channels that have the community button and all that, a lot of them, no matter what, they won't share you out. And so what I do is I go share them out, sometimes many times. And then if I notice that they never share me out and they can't find one video out of 5,032, I think it is on this channel, then I go, well, okay, it's maybe time I stop sharing. I'll still watch their content, but I stop sharing because it is a two-way street. It is a two-way street. And Un and I know that we're part of the reason we grow is because we're givers. We know that what you give out comes back ultimately to you. And so if you're not connected to Undel, you definitely want to be connected. Un, it must be middle of the night there. What is it like? Okay, if it's no, it would probably be about midnight or 10 or 11. I would imagine, because it's 3 here. So, and you're 6 or 8 hours ahead, I think. I think you are. Yeah. So, yeah. And I've been coming on like at 10 o'clock at night mostly. I come on during the day too. If I'm home, I come on twice a day if I have time. If I don't have time, I come on usually 10 o'clock at night. Now, last night I wasn't on because we were out to dinner. I have an in-person life too. So, I make that my priority. And so we were out to dinner last night. Oh, okay. Let me get you a invite. Let me get you an invite. Here you go, my friend. Here you go. Put that in there. I think I did it right. Yep. There you go. Welcome. Un's going to come up. She's going to come up here. I love Un. And Hobby Bistang. Hey, thank you. Oh, thank you. Hobby Bistang, another great channel. You will really like Hobby Bistang. They have an amazing channel. They do live streams and some content, mainly live streams, and wonderful channel to connect with. So you do want to connect with Hobby Bistang. You will love Hobby Bistang's channel. Okay. And Leo. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Hobby. Now, I've been with your channel about a year, Hobby Bistang. I don't get much notifications from my main channel. I do have 5 channels. I get notifications on the other ones. And it says device is not connected yet. So as soon as your device is connected, I will bring you up. But we don't always I don't get the notifications much over here. So if you're connected to my other 4 channels, which the links are pinned in the description box, and if the links are broken, as they sometimes are from YouTube, they break them every now and then for whatever reason, just copy and paste the name of the channel. Welcome, Nadsky Sports Channel. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And Rampa Dora and Ging2X. Thank you. Let me get you some blue wrenches here. I'm going to get you Ging Chu. I'm going to bring Un up. She's here now.
Hello.
Hey, Un. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good evening. Good evening.
How are you, my friend? How are you?
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Tired from work.
Oh, so you just got in from work?
No, not really, but I went shopping with my son.
Yes. Did you have a good shopping?
Yeah, we do that once a week to give only me and him. Guys, thank
Yes.
you for coming. Rampadora, Sophia, cheers, Madam K, Norway, Word, to
Weird
Soakers.
Bree, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to keep up here, and Griselle is here, and Hervé. And if I don't give you a blue wrench, just please just put another comment in there, and I'll give you a blue wrench because I'm.
Thank you for coming, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you
Oh,
for the support. I really appreciate it, guys. You supported
thank you,
Dianna as well.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Griselle, I'm trying to catch you. I can't catch you here. There we go.
Thank you, Anna Marcel. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome,
Thank
welcome,
you,
Pat.
guys.
Anybody I miss, and if I miss them, if I miss you from giving you a blue wrench, please just keep putting the comment in there till I get you. Okay. Thank you all coming.
Cheers. Thank you, guys. Thank you talaga. Admin Sophia, Christina, Anna, thank you so much. Christina Tapasaw, Admin Sophia, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciated your support to Dianna. Thank you. John
Thank you.
Mike, thank you, John Mike, for coming.
Welcome, welcome. I'm just trying to keep up here. You have so many friends you bring in. See, everybody, I told you want to be with Un's channel, because when you're with Un's channel, friends to your channel. So it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful. And I thank you so much, Un, for being so amazing. You are so amazing. And your channel, oh my gosh, your channel is just grow,
John
grow,
Mike is good.
grow.
Thank you. Noah Channel. Thank you so much. Roy Puesan. Thank you, Ganggang. Thank you for coming. See it's Tuban. Thank you so much for coming. It's been in Alemania TV. Thank you so much. Nancy Lugatiman. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you really for your support. Mariel Kata. Cotado. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, really.
Oh my God. Were you just coming off of a live stream? Are you doing a live stream, or what's going on?
No, I just finished my dinner. No, it's time for relaxing now.
Oh my goodness. How are you going to relax?
I have to lie down with my, I have a spike mattress, so your nerves can relax. I'm lying it down there for about 20 minutes, so
yes,
it's really helpful.
So what time do you go to bed, Un, or do you go to bed?
Sometimes if I go to bed early, that would be 9 or 9, between 9 and 10.
Yes.
But then I have to stays up early, but usually 12 midnight and something like that, because I have to do the uploads.
Yes. Music and views, welcome, welcome. And we're stacked.
Thank you, guys. Yuan Valenciano, thank you. Rafael's channel, thank you so much, guys, for coming. Habi Yestang Bisdak Habi. Habi Yestang. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you, more stock.
If I missed giving a blue wrench to anybody, just make another comment, and I will most certainly give you a blue wrench. Okay. So Un, you go to bed like after midnight. Hey, Jory, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Yeah, usually if I do the uploads, because I have to do the uploads every day and something like that, and I have to do the script.
How long does it take you? How long does it take you to do your uploads?
Oh, it depends. The K channel is more on editing, so it takes time with the K channel, more than an hour or two. But the Yundel, it's quick. it's quick. But the key channel, I need time.
And what time of the day do you usually do your videos? Because you've got your videos, you've got your premieres,
Yeah,
you've got
after
your live
work,
streams.
right away after work, I have to do it.
So you also work on a regular job.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh. And this is a full-time job.
Yes, I know it's a full-time job. So therefore, I have Grisel as my secretary.
And she's wonderful
Oh
because
yeah,
I mean, even when you're not actually there, she's doing the live streams for you. I mean, she's
yeah,
amazing, absolutely amazing.
yeah.
And your channel is just blossoming and blooming. And there again, I try to tell everybody, hey Pat, welcome,
Hi
welcome, thank
Pat,
you.
thank you for coming, Pat. Thank you for coming.
And I try to tell everybody that if you want to grow your channel, you need to build friendships. Hey, American
Yeah.
Muscle, thank you.
American Muscle, thank you. Bungalab, shout out Dianna Brianne and Yunda. Thank you, American Muscle, for the support. Admin Sophia, cheers. Thank you. Secretary Sophia, cheers. Cheers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your support. I really appreciated it supporting Dianna Brianne Fairchild. Thank you, guys.
And I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Un, you go to bed. How many hours sleep would you say you get per night?
You know, Diane, I cannot sleep more than 5 hours, or usually 6 hours. The top is 6 hours. I cannot sleep more than that.
Have you always been like that, or is that more current?
Always. Because I've been throughout life, I've been working, studying, working, studying. So it's just a kind of my body used to it. It's been in Alemania. You're welcome, Mami Yunda. Thank you so much. It's been in Alemania.
So you would say that you probably sleep an average of 4 to 5 hours a night.
Yeah. But I have to, it really helps me throughout the day. I have the break time, the meditation time, or at work, we have at work, we have this massage chair. So I usually go into that room. We have a massage chair. So I stay there for 15 minutes, 30 minutes sometimes. So yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now, when you go sit in the massage chair, do you leave your phone and everything away and just kind of relax?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Because you need that time. Hey, welcome, Menting LA. Welcome, welcome. So you take that time, and that time is solely for you.
Yeah. I usually, because after lunch at work, I usually, sleepy and tired, and my work is not really it's very flexible. So of course I have to take the break I needed, and I have the importance for my boss is I have to finish my assignment.
Yes.
No matter what
Welcome,
time.
Ying. Welcome. You do need time for yourself. You have to have that time. And this area back here, this is part of my bedroom. This is actually the sunroom, which used to be a baby room, like when you have babies and you don't want your kids on the other part of the house.
Okay.
You have a baby room next to your bedroom, so you could just kind of close the doors, but the baby is next to you so that you're not. So what I do is I shut myself off in these, my bedroom, my bathroom, and the sunroom when I need time to myself, when I need to recharge.
Thumbs up, Diana, from our American Muscle. Thank you, American Muscle, for the support.
Thank you. And welcome, La Bam. Welcome. Thank you.
La Bamba. Thank you, La Bamba. Yeah, really, Diana, I need that me time throughout the day. To breathe,
And so then you go to bed after you have that.
When I am finished with my uploads, because it's my, I am looking forward to it, Diana. When I am working, I am looking forward to it that I have to do the vlogs, the uploads at the end of the day before going to bed. I feel satisfied that I did that, and satisfaction makes me happy.
And one of the things I love about YouTube, welcome, Gingerbread Jack. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Charles
One of the things
Martindale, meditate often. Yes, yes, that is very important.
one of the things I love about you is that you answer all your comments too. And when you get to be as a big of a channel as you, it's very difficult to answer all the comments,
I have
and
my,
you answer all your
I
comments.
have my secretary.
But you do wonderful. I mean, sometimes it might take me a whole day to get back to the comments, but I
Yeah,
get back, I get back to every comment that is made. And I do. And if nothing else, then I try to, make sure I give a heart, if nothing else, to let them know that I read it and I appreciate it.
yeah.
Hey, hand dog, welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
handog ni GB. Thank you, handog ni GB. Sophia shares, kumusta ka kaibigan from American Muscle? Thank you so much, Charles. Right? It's really important, guys. The me time throughout the day. Even it's just a few minutes, you can just
Yes.
close your eyes and notice your breathing. So I love the board game Ticket to Ride. Na some Kason, and a few more. How about you, host and co-host? What is that gingerbread
Yeah,
board game?
I'm not sure what zombie sized is, but I'm used to like Monopoly and Gin
Okay.
Rummy and Old Maid. I'm still stuck back in time like 40, 50 years ago playing board games. But I love board games. I really, really do. Board games are so different because, back in our day, we didn't have virtual anything on
Yeah.
to play games on the computer. And so I still love board games. And so the title of this particular live stream was, What was your favorite board game? Do you have
Okay.
a favorite board game,
I like
Un?
Monopoly. I like Monopoly.
Oh, you do like Monopoly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome, GV. Welcome, welcome. So
Sophia
do you have
shares
another board
American
game?
Muscle.
Do you have
No,
any
go
other
ahead.
board games that you like besides Monopoly too?
We have that in the Philippines, but I don't know what we call that in. Yeah, it's a wood. It's a kind of wood, and you're going to put the stones all over, and we call it in the Philippines songka, but I'm not so sure what is that in English.
Yes, yes.
Mm,
Now, Jory says Mousetrap in operation. Jory, I forgot all about those, but absolutely, absolutely. Mousetrap. And we actually had Mousetrap, but we lost a part to it.
really
Lose a
good.
part, it doesn't work. Um,
Okay, gingerbread, I really recommend Ticket to Ride then. It's so easy to play. Oh yeah, okay.
so it is a real,
American Muscle. Sophia shares, ayos lang ako, salamat.
salamat.
Thank you.
What?
Salamat is thank you.
Oh, thank you. Salamat.
Yeah. now
Welcome,
you now you know. Hi, host and co-host Kurt. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks, friend Bunga Love. Shout out to you, Idol Mami Yundel, including the chat. Thank you so much, GB University. Thank you, thank you.
So, when you grew up, what kind of things did you do growing up? I know we all had to work a little bit to help our parents and that, which was
Yeah,
a good thing.
not so much. Except that board game, the Monopoly and the Songka we played in the Philippines. And usually the day is busy because in the Philippines we are in school the whole day. Up to
Yeah.
5 p.m. Yeah, up to 5 p.m. Then when we arrive home, we have to do the chores and go to bed early and yeah, something like that. And on weekends, in my family, we are in the church on weekends. So it's more church. I joined the choir once. I was,
I joined the choir too. I
oh
didn't
yeah,
sing all
okay.
that well at the time.
Yeah.
Gingerbread Jack says, so host, do you like the game? Sorry. Yes. And Sorry has there's another couple other games that are similar to Sorry. It's the kind where you push the little thing and you have to move it's got like dice inside and you have to move your little
Oh, yeah.
piece around the thing. And then if somebody lands on yours, it goes back. But yes, I do. I do. Um, and Jory says, I was always the youngest playing, so my turn went by fast. We also had a hockey game.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
yeah. But we played games. We played outside. We made our own choice. We were poor, so made paper dolls and things like
Yeah.
that. Stuff kids wouldn't even know about now. They wouldn't even know. We
It's not
colored. Oh,
very different
we
now.
colored when we were little kids. The adults would bring out the coloring books, and we would
Yeah.
be sitting at the table while the adults were talking, and we would color.
It's very different now, Diana, because most of the kids now are sitting in front of the computer.
Yeah, which I don't think is good. Yeah, I
No,
think
it's
it's
not
not
good.
good.
It's very difficult. It's a kind of culture for them. I don't like that either, but especially here in Norway because it's cold. They are most inside.
Yes. Welcome, Trexie. Welcome. And Gingerbread Jack, yes, I did jump rope. I did Mother May I did skipping rope. I did all of that.
I
I did
use
all of
skipping rope. I like that too. Oh, you did
it.
skipping
Yeah,
rope.
yeah, I did all of that. And it's I think today our younger generation, people who say that this is not an addiction, they say it's computer, all this is not an addiction. I think that the game playing can become an addiction, not for all, but I think for many it has become an
Yeah.
addiction. And by the time they get over to the, what other things, they're wiped out. They don't have any energy for anything else. Hey, Hung, welcome, welcome. You know, um, I believe this: you get so much mental energy, and once you're tired, if you've
Mm.
spent all your mental energy on something, and then you go over to something else, you're not going to have that mental energy for it. So I tell my kids never ever play any kind of games before you're going to do your college work, because by the time you get to the college work, you're going to be bored with it because
Yeah.
it's high adrenaline,
Yeah.
and anything else seems boring after that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So yeah,
Because
growing up,
you're tired already.
yeah, I never let my kids play virtual games as they grew up. They had board games. We did, even like when I homeschooled, we did it with the books.
Oh,
We
yeah.
used books rather than be always on the computer. And
Mm.
today, it's such a different world. It's, oh my gosh, such a different world. Such a very, very different world that we live in.
Yeah, very, very different. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, it was probably my world was probably different than my grandmother's world. You know,
That was another world.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. And
very
I'm not sure
different.
I would have wanted to grow up in her world either. So,
Mm.
oh, thank you. Oh, Charles, thank you so much. Thank you, Charles. You're wonderful for watching my channel. I appreciate that. Charles, and I don't know if you know this, but we can turn our thumbs up button back on because only we get to see the thumbs down. And I only have one that gives me thumbs down, one person, and they do it to all of my videos.
Oh,
Sebastian, welcome, welcome.
really?
Yeah,
Sebastian, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. I hide it, Diana. I don't like to say that. So
but
I
do you know though that now you can you're the only one that sees it. And what happened to me was I have this one person and they stalk my channel and they go to all
Mhm.
five of my channels, not just this channel. And as soon as I put a video up, they immediately give it a thumbs down.
Oh,
And so that was why, and they just started that about 4 months ago. I know exactly who it is. And so but now that they've changed it so other people can't see it because it messes things up, I go ahead and put it up. I only get the one thumbs down, but it's on every video, every live stream, everything.
mm.
Gingerbread Jack says, I don't know what if it's called there. In the
Pinagtagpo. Thank you for coming. Pinagtagpo.
Oh, welcome,
Wait,
Pinay Chepo and Sebastian. Welcome, welcome. And but yes, jacks. I remember jacks. I remember those. And pick up the ball jacks before the ball stopped bouncing. Yep, I
yeah,
remember.
okay.
I
Okay. I don't
remember.
know. I don't know that gingerbread, but it's good to
Mhm.
know. Yeah.
But you'll get, you get people, and it usually has to do more with jealousy. I never had any thumbs down, and basically, I know who the person is, and they just they just decided that they wanted to choose me to do it to. So
Yeah.
doesn't I don't even think they watch the videos. I think they just immediately go give it a thumbs down. So you get
Those
people like that.
Luis Saba, thank you for coming. Pinagtabo, thank you for coming. Yeah, those are miserable people, Diana. They cannot just, lose self-esteem, lack of self-confidence. So
Well,
they have
people who do that are not happy people. Because if
no.
you're spending your time waiting for someone to put up a video so you can
Mm,
give it a thumbs down, that's not much of a happy life. Happy people don't do that. Only
no.
unhappy people do. And like
Mm,
trolls are unhappy people who are looking for momentary happiness by putting someone else's channel down. And
yeah,
so, I don't
that's
know if
true.
you've ever had a troll, but I did have a couple trolls along the way. Hey Putt Putt and hey Para, welcome, welcome, thank
And
you.
pray for the one who gives the thumbs down. Thank you so much, American Muscle. Put put King. Hey Diana and guest. Thank you so much, put King. Yeah, really, Diana. I really don't understand this kind of people. They're just miserable of their life and they're not content. And they want to do to other people the one they're not happy.
Yes, yes, and so it happens. And American Muscle, absolutely, I totally agree. You pray for those people. Hey Japanese, Tom Odachi, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you, and thank you, Putt Putt. Thank you. Yeah, I always wish them the very best, and I would hope that if they would
Mhm.
watch some of my content, maybe it would be life changing for them. So
Yeah.
obviously they don't watch the content, otherwise they would not be doing what they do. They just come to give the thumbs down.
Mm.
And people, a lot of you meet all kinds of people, and most people are amazing and wonderful. And
Yeah.
when people stalk a channel, you do feel sorry for them because that's not much of a life. That's not much of a life that
Mhm.
they for
They're
that.
not happy. They're not happy. They're miserable, and they are doing that to the other people.
Yeah,
And it's not really good. But if
yeah,
they only listen the content, understand the content, it really helps them because your content and my content is almost the same and it's inspirational. So if
yes,
they can just listen and understand it, it helps them.
yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. And it was really funny. Hey, Edward, welcome, welcome. It was really funny, but someone um, told me, they said, it was really funny. They said, I bet you this person will start giving you thumbs down. And
Mm-hmm.
it started the next day. It did. And it was just somebody that I didn't want to connect with. I didn't, their attitude was not one that I wanted to be connected to. And here on social media, here in the virtual world, because the stuff that they would post, I didn't like that. And I was very polite about it, but I just, backed away, and they didn't like that I backed away. And so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, okay, Charles. Yes, right now it all looks good because all these people are coming from Undell's channel, Charles. So they are good, but we do get bots in here, and the bots are the ones with the odd looking letters. I don't know where they come from. You can tell it's computer generated, but everybody in here right now looks good. Everybody. But thank you, Charles. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the other night, Putt Putt King was very busy zapping all the bots that came in here because we were getting like a lot of bots. And are you getting them over in your stream, Un, or do you do subscriber only? Hey, Rad, welcome, welcome.
Hello, Red. Hello, Red. No, not yet. I'm not. I will do that soon.
Yeah, I
Subscribe
need
there.
to do it, but I have to figure out how to do it right because you don't want to make it where you can't
Hello,
like.
Red. Yeah, that's true, Diana. So I
So
will.
that's one way to avoid getting the bots, but make sure you watch for the bots or have your
Mm,
moderators watch for the bots because they're out there. Red Riding Hood has an amazing channel. She's connected to you, I think, already, right?
yeah. Thank you,
Yes,
Redhead.
she did a
Hello.
live stream the other day. She does lives once a week, and she does
Oh,
poetry oriented lives. So her live streams are wonderful, wonderful.
Brenda, thank you for coming, Brenda.
Welcome, welcome, Brenda. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, They're, you know what it is, Put Put? They're all friends. She brought them from her channel. They're just letting us know that they're coming from her channel. These are all her friends. She has
Oh,
a
they
big
used
channel.
to play
Yeah, she has
Luxong.
a big channel, Put Put. So she brought all of her friends from her live stream over. So yeah, so they're all good. They're all good.
Gingerbread. I don't remember Luxong Baka. Luxong Baka, maybe I remember that, but how to do that, but I'm not so sure. You, you know, because I live in the Philippines 22 years. I live in Norway 31 years. So I live more years in Norway than in Philippines. I Redhead, I just go once a month right now on the 13th. Okay, Redhead. Courtney, Chinese reviews. Hey everyone.
Welcome, Courtney and Weird Brie. We're doing good. I'm doing great, Weird Brie. Your name is like my name, Brie. A lot of people call me Brie because I have my first name is Dianna Brianne,
Yeah.
and some people call me Diana, some people call me Brianne, some people call me Brie, some people call me Dee. I have all various names. So
Jamie Madhouse. Hey, Courtney. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming.
and we have
Oh,
Jamie's Madhouse here. And Jamie had a big channel and chose to restart his channel, and he likes authentic subscribers. He's more he talks about a lot of different topics. I'm basically an inspirational, motivational channel. His is more current events that are going on in the news, and
yeah,
very good channel if you like to be with current events and politics and also he talks a lot about being vegan because he's vegan.
yeah.
Yeah, he's vegan. And Jamie Ungel is she's vegetarian. So
Only vegetarian because my
yeah,
doctor don't want me to go vegan.
yeah, yeah,
Because
vegan. The way I do it, the way I get around it, is I do. I'm vegan at home, but when we
okay,
go out or go to someone's house, I eat whatever I want. So it kind of makes up for it.
okay. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I used to go once a week. Yeah. Okay, redhead once a week on Mondays, but I stopped because I was stressed.
Yeah, and
Okay. Okay,
if I'm
redhead.
tired, I go to bed. Put Put says I just go once on Fridays from 7 to 9. Occasionally, if I have something else to stream, I'll stream again. Well, Put, make sure that I come to your live by somehow reminding me. I don't know how you can do that, but I would really like to come to your live. Yeah, Jory, it sometimes it can be a bit much, but there again,
Mm.
I eat whatever I want when I'm out and about, and so that kind of makes up for it. I try to eat very healthy here because I am going to be 65.
Yes, I know
Oh my
that.
gosh,
But
turning
anyway,
65.
you look
It's
young.
over here. You have to automatically go on Medicare. You have no choice. You have to go on Medicare. So I paid nothing for my health insurance. I had fabulous health insurance, and for
Mm.
years, and now I have to pay it's like a couple $100 a month. I mean, it's so I'm learning all this Medicare stuff. I mean, it's
Yeah.
everybody who's 65 here goes on Medicare. It's part of the way it is, you know. And
Yeah, but
so,
it's so expensive there in the US, right?
well, see, I've been through my husband's insurance for 30 years, and
Okay.
it's fabulous insurance, and it's been free. And
Okay.
now I have to pay for something that's not quite as fabulous. Although my husband's insurance will be the secondary insurance to it, but they do make you over here. You have to have Medicare.
Okay.
Thank you, Red. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Redhead. Yes, it's unbelievable. Redhead, yeah, she looks so young. That's
Well,
that's
it takes a lot of work.
vegetarian guys.
As Dolly Parton used to say, it takes a lot of work to look like this.
Yeah, but just maintain the juicing, the right food. You look young when you eat the right food. You are what you eat. That's what I
Yes,
hear.
and your attitude as well. I think when you have a good attitude, when you feel rested, when you eat the right foods, when you feel good,
Yeah,
it really makes all the difference in the world. In the world. Red,
yeah.
if I come on tonight at 10, I hope you come on. Maybe you can do some poetry. If I come on, there's never 100% that I'm going to be on. But like last night, I planned on coming on, but we were out to dinner. Hey, Board Z, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you,
I
Lord,
appreciate
for
it.
coming. Thank you. Yes.
That's that's my that I have to all my phones, all my
Oh, yeah.
phones, all my
Yes,
phones.
Redhead. I love Dolly too. I love Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dolly Parton. I love her personality, and she's very, very smart. Obviously, because she's made a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, how
A
I
great
wish.
businesswoman.
Oh, you
Yeah.
wish, I wish. But I'm working hard. I'm working hard.
Red. Okay, so Red, if I go on and bring up some good poetry, if you will. Like I said, I never ever am sure 100%, but I do. Normally if I'm not tired and I'm not out, I come on at 10, or sometimes earlier, 9:30. Not any earlier than 9:30, and not usually any later than 10:40. Um, Putt says, I can't believe she's going to be until I heard you told us at your age. I really thought Dianna was about it. Thank you, Putt. Thank you.
Thank
It just
you.
takes a lot of hard work. Thank you, Thank you, Bree. Thank you. Yeah, it just takes a lot of work. I drink water, a lot of water. I've always been a water drinker. Always, always,
Yeah.
always. About a gallon, maybe a little less than a gallon a day. And so I drink a lot of water. I do juice pretty
Mhm.
much. I do lemon rind juice. I take my whole lemons, put it in the blender. It's very
Yeah.
thick, and then I dilute it down.
Mm.
Watermelon juice, I use the rinds.
Yeah.
I do all kinds of juices. Do you have a favorite juice you do, Un?
Ah, I love every juice I make. Now today I have that red beet tangerine juice with the lemon and the ginger, and it's really feels good with the throat, especially during the
Yes,
winter. So much
yes,
ginger in it, so I
yes.
love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I must do the juicing every week.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Now I
what a quick way to do juice, Un, is to buy those frozen berries in the berry department. The
yeah.
frozen food department. They come in a bag. You have
Mm-hmm.
one out of your out of your freezer. You put it in a blender, not a
Yeah.
juicer, but a blender, and you mix it with a little bit of water, and it will come out very thick. And then you dilute it down a little bit, and it's
Mm.
wonderful. You don't even really need a juicer to juice in some situations with some juices.
Yeah.
Berries, you can put them in the blender.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. And I when I have that, I already full. That's my breakfast already.
Yeah.
Because I usually drink half liter in the morning.
Yes. And
Mm.
I think juicing is such an important part of my life. And what I'm focusing on a lot right now is more rest. So in the afternoons, like late afternoon, I take an hour nap or so. Like so
Yeah.
today when I finish here on this live, I will take an hour to an hour and a half nap.
Okay.
And it just I don't really go to sleep, but
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of just my body and my mind is resting.
Yeah. That's good. I wish I can do that. I don't have time.
Well, the good part about it, Un, is then I stay up to about 3 o'clock in the morning. So, oh,
Uh,
thank you, Charles. Charles, I thank you so much. Like I said, I'm not always 100% sure when I say I'm going to be on tonight, but I'm pretty sure. It's kind of a pretty sure, like last night, I was pretty sure I was going to come on and I didn't because we went out to dinner. But
yeah.
for the most part, if I'm here and I'm not too tired or not preoccupied with anything, I come back on. I come on at 10. Sometimes it will be early, like 9:30, but usually it's right around 10, somewhere, give or take. Bree, I used to live in Texas. I lived there in Central Texas, and I also lived in Houston, and I loved Texas. I did.
Redhead. Yes, sleep is so important. I've noticed that with my mental health. Yes, yes, that's right, Red. It's very important. I wish I have more time for that. But I cannot sleep anyway. Therefore, I don't like to stay lying down, just lying down in bed because I cannot sleep. So
Well, you know what happens to me, because I take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to bed too early, like after that night, hey GB, thank you.
Thank you, GB.
If I go to bed too early, what happens is I lay there and I stare. But that's okay. I'm kind of comfortable now with just not going to sleep, and I just make
Okay.
my body rest, and then it falls asleep.
Okay. Mm.
So I
Yeah.
kind of, I do take a nap during the day. And it really, because I get up early in the morning, I go my run, I do my 5 miles. So my exercise is really important to me. And I mean, I run circles around my kids.
What is challenging with me, Diana, because therefore I don't like to lie down if it is not necessary, because my doctor, I have this CPAP, I have the mask when I am sleeping. So it's really a huge bother, but in any it's that is important for me. The
Yeah.
more I use the mask for about 6 hours straight, then I am full of energy after that.
Good night, Charles. I'll see you later.
Good
Thank
night,
you, my friend.
Charles. Bye bye,
Thank you.
everyone. Be blessed. Thank you so much, Charles. GB, you're very welcome, friend Diana and Mommy Yundel. Thank you for the
Thank you,
support,
GB.
GB.
Thank you.
So,
Yes, and I know quite a few people who use the CPAP. Hey, Celine, welcome, welcome.
Dylan, thank you for coming.
So, how do you keep up your busy schedule? Because your schedule runs circles around my schedule, which is extremely busy. Hey, all that fluff, welcome, welcome.
All that laptop stuff. Thank you for coming. Good morning. Oh, from Australia. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, really, Diana. I have to be honest. I cannot go through the day without the prayer and the meditation. It is a must for me because I need the strength from the Holy Spirit to keep me going
Yeah,
on,
me
because
too.
my job is really demanding, and I have to be concentrated all the time, most of the time. So I really need that moment even before when I arrive at work. I need a moment for myself, to just a few moments before I started working, because I'm working with numbers, and if I am not concentrated enough, then I can make mistakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, therefore it's very important for me, the meditation, the prayer, and something like that.
For
So
me, I do my meditation when I first wake up. So I have about an hour in bed in the morning, and that's where I have my notebook next to me. So
yeah.
that spirit time is so important, because when you go from the dream stage to
uh,
your awake state, you forget all that stuff. And,
yeah.
and so there's that period of time between the dream state and the awake stage where you're fully awake, that if you don't write it down, you're going to lose it. So those are my best wisdom, comes from that
Mhm.
time between wake up, when I'm waking up. Otherwise, I forget it. I write everything down or I record it. Now, if I'm in bed, I write it down. If I'm out
Right.
like running, I record it. Red eye sleep, probably it varies. I would say probably I try to do 8 hours total. Sometimes
Mhm.
it could be more, sometimes it could be less. It just depends. Welcome to say, welcome, welcome. Thank you for
Yes,
coming.
Red headed absolutely you on prayer and meditation. Yeah, really, because it rested your mind, and it gives you clarity of mind throughout the day when you can do that thing in the morning.
Yeah,
Mm.
right. Because it centers you. Without that, I'm not centered.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
it's sort of like your foundation for that day.
Mm.
And then what I do at night is I go take a bubble bath, and that winds me down and lets me settle everything from that day that I accomplished.
Yeah.
And
Writing it down, really, it's very important. Therefore I have my journaling always. That always I advise everybody: write your thoughts, your feelings, put words into your feelings. It's really helps you to go through the day.
Put
That
Put
is
sleeps from 4 a.m. So you're kind of a night owl. That was how my grandmother did it. Put. She used to stay up till 4 o'clock because they had fireplaces, and that's how they kept their
mm,
house warm. But she wanted Grandpa to be up from when she was sleeping, because they didn't want to leave the fire unattended. So
Yeah.
she would go to bed at 4 and sleep till around noon or somewhere like that. And he would be up, he would get up at 4, and watch
Yeah.
over the house.
Uh, yeah. But
But I
it's not
agree,
good.
and you need that time. You need that time to center you in the morning. And I write everything down. I have
Mm.
notebooks after notebooks after notebooks in my attic of handwritten
Yeah.
notes.
The same with me, Diana. I am like that.
Mhm.
So
And I think YouTube gives us also a place to express what
very true.
what we write down. We never give advice or anything. We just are here to inspire others to find their own best life and their own answers, which may be
That's
very
true.
different than
Yeah.
our answers.
Yeah, that's what I am doing. I'm sharing the thoughts because many are wondering how did you survive the fibromyalgia, the pain, the stress, the anxiety, the depression, and all those things.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm working with myself, and all these things I am reading. That is I am sharing it. So I have a reason, I have a purpose. I am sharing it because I know somebody out there needed to hear that because
Yes.
life is hard, especially when you're struggling with pain.
Hey, Sean, welcome, welcome. I'll bring you up, Sean. Absolutely. Let me give you the invite here, Sean. Do you know Sean Unjel? I'm going to bring Sean up here with you. You'll like Sean. He drives a truck and for his across country. And yeah, I love Joyce Meyer, as we both agree. Red, we
Oh
love.
yeah, I love Joyce Meyer too. Yes, I love her.
Yes, absolutely. Now, and this is Sean. I'm going to bring him up. He's probably driving. So here comes Sean. Hey, Sean. Welcome, welcome. This
Hello.
is Un. Have you met Unjel before?
I
Hello.
believe so.
Yes,
I've
I
met her
think
since
so.
I met her before a long
Oh,
time ago. She's from Norway.
Redhead. I really love Joyce Meyer, Joel Osteen, Victoria Osteen, Women and Impact of Lewis. Yes, yes, Redhead. We are the same. I really like that. Wow, you are driving throughout America, Sean?
Sean, are you there? I think we kind of lost him a little bit.
Yeah, one
I
of
don't know.
my.
His reception may not be real good.
The audio.
Are you there? Are you there, Sean?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
Yes,
can you
you.
hear me?
yes.
Oh, good.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm in the mountain area. Oh, I'm fine. I just had a trying day. I had to get a new clutch in my truck, and then made an hour away from the yard, and then I blew a hose, lost all my coolant.
Oh
Now I'm
Oh,
my
back on the road again.
gosh. So,
I'm
how did you
looking
get
where
that
I'd
fixed?
come up. Okay, Red, do it is best for you. We are here. I'm accompanying Diana here. I'm sitting here with Diana.
Did Red? I didn't
So,
see. Oh, I'm walking, or oh, okay. Well, Red, I'll see you probably tonight if I come on, so that'll work out perfect. Guapo, welcome, welcome, welcome. So how did you get it fixed, Sean? How did that work out?
We have a road assist program. We call them up. They come from the truck stops because they got mechanics there and everything. They come out to me
Mhm.
and fix it. If they can't fix it out on the road, they would have me towed to the nearest truck stop.
Which is not good to have to have you towed, though.
No, because it's $500.
Wow.
oh,
Very,
oh.
very expensive.
Mm.
So, have you ever been broken down for any period of time?
No, longest time I've been broke down about 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
but on
So that.
average I'm out about an hour.
Mm-hmm. So, do they
Yeah,
have special places that fix the trucks, or how does that work?
well at the truck stops or at our yards, yes. And
Mm-hmm.
the truck stops they have garages there. They work on trucks all the time, and they got what they call road assist, where like if you blow a tire, they got a van or a truck that has all the equipment that can go out to where you blew your tire and change it out for you.
So you couldn't change your own tire.
No, oh no, not on these. No.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
like a car. You're talking the tire itself weighs 300 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
That's heavy.
It's not like a car tire where you can grab those and toss them around with ease.
right.
Trucks are totally different.
That would be a lot. A lot goes into motorhomes and trucks, and more so with a truck than even a motorhome.
Ben Tumbling, thank you for coming,
Thank
Ben.
you, Ben. Thank you. So we were talking, Un and I were talking about sleep and getting the right amount of sleep and how you eat. How do you feel, Sean, out there on the road? Do you get enough sleep, or do you get plenty of sleep and plenty of rest, or what?
Oh yeah, by law I have to, but
Hmm.
I would not sleep being fatigued or tired.
Right,
That could be dangerous.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw the title of your live stream was about board games. The
Yeah.
one that teaches the biggest lesson about the current economic system we're in is called capitalism. And it teaches you this lesson. You can get all those houses and hotels, but at the end of the game, it all goes back in the box.
Yeah.
That's true. That is so
Yeah.
true. I like that analogy. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember that
Yeah.
analogy. That's a very, very good analogy. Wow. Yeah. 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 The board games, Un and I were talking, and we were all talking in the chat earlier about our favorite board games growing up and what we used to play. And, it's amazing. People don't play many nowadays. Yeah. Putt putt. It does sound like Monopoly. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I have like four different Monopoly games. Now, my kids love Monopoly. I'm not a big Monopoly person because it kind of drags out. I
Okay.
used to like it, but I'm more of like a 500 gin rummy. I like a fast moving, fast paced, type of uh, board game. So
Yeah.
yeah. But so Un, um, so you stay up late and then you go to bed, and then you get up and you go to work.
Yeah.
When do you find time to exercise?
That's a challenging time now because after my rehab, it is a must for me to go to the gym. It's quite challenging nowadays, but I must.
Yes,
I
yes.
must, but I feel relaxed already usually after work. I sit down there in the massage chair and I feel, oh no,
I'm going to have to get me one of those massage chairs. Now I have the massage things that you put on your back. You can lay there, but it's not a chair.
no,
I
the
would love to
chair.
have
You
one.
must get the chair. It's really, they're going to massage you from the head, from the neck down to your hips and down to your feet.
Hmm.
It's
Now,
really,
Call Me V says, I absolutely love Miles Bornes, a card game. Never heard of that, V, but there's so many I haven't heard of before. Yeah. Yeah, for me, I give my husband a massage. He gives me a massage, and I get a professional massage done every
yeah,
week. And although it's a very, very good, I feel like I give my husband and he gives me a really great one. So you don't have to pay for one, you
yeah.
know,
That's
necessarily.
what is that redhead? My brother calls Monopoly monotony, which is true, but that's what I grew up playing, or
Yeah.
I should say, I'm the youngest of seven. Wow, seven! That's many.
Hmm.
Oh, that's many, redhead.
Yeah, and just I think a lot of people do miss out because they're so everything's been become so virtualized, and now they're talking about you put this helmet on and you live in a virtual reality. I don't want
Yeah,
to do that. That's not the kind of reality I want. I want a real
mm,
reality. you
yeah,
know
that's true.
I think
That's
you can use it for positive things. I think it just you want to like I tell my kids, okay, you've had enough now on the games. Now it's time to get
mm,
off. It's
yeah,
time to get off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So then you work, and then what do you do when you get home from work?
Usually after when I arrive home right away, I go to the gym. That is my first thing usually. But today
Yes.
I went shopping with my son, so that was not the case.
Mhm.
I drink.
And then you do YouTube. Then you're on YouTube.
That special live streaming because that was a Thanksgiving live streaming. But now I'm going to continue my YouTube with only content. I don't like to go live streaming for a while now.
Yeah, you mean on the KE Norway channel?
Yeah, the both channels I will just upload the uploads only, not the live streaming.
So you're not even going to have like a Griselle over there doing the live streaming right now.
No, not. We have to. I need a break.
I have to tell you, Un, and I so agree. Now for me, I do the live streaming as I feel like it. Now I've been on twice a day, pretty much most days, uh,
Yeah.
for the last couple of weeks. But
Okay.
there are times if I'm tired or I feel the need to step back, I step back. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people do that. You have to know yourself. You have to know. Thank you, V. Thank you.
Thank
You
you,
have to know
Kim.
yourself. And now, let me ask you this because content takes a lot. Now, see, if you
Literally.
ask me what I do here on YouTube, I would say I'm a content provider. I'm not a
Yeah.
live streamer. And
Mm.
even though I've been doing live
Me
streams twice
even.
a day, I am not a live streamer. I do live streams. I am a content provider. I
Mm.
am here because I love to make my content, my little
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5 minute wisdom videos. That's
Mm.
what I do. Those were originally designed for my kids, and then it kind of morphed out, and now it's for everybody. It's kind of a running way for me to keep tally of all my thoughts, my wisdom, what
Mm.
grandma taught me, all that. But the live streaming is very secondary for me. Now, I love
Mm.
the live streaming because it connects me in real time with my friends and,
Yeah.
panel and everything. I love that. And yet my videos are what I'm, and going to other people's is what it's about. So what was your reasoning for that? What was your reasoning?
Actually, YouTube is looking for a content creator. So it must be a content than a live streaming. The content can be play and play again and again, but the live streaming, seldom people replay live streaming.
That's right. People don't replay live streaming unless it's about a specific topic. Some
Yeah.
people do only live streams and they're very topic oriented. And so people will
Mhm.
replay that. But overall, I totally agree. I don't go back and watch that many live streams. I do go watch content.
I do watch your live streaming.
Oh, thank you. Thank
So
you.
you're always here like a radio for me. Yes.
So do you feel that YouTube, what do you think they push out more?
More content because YouTube is really a global university, a global marketplace. So people come to YouTube to search things, what they are, wondering something. So they are going to search it. Nobody will search live streaming is because some maybe yeah, the title of your live streaming is so tempting to other people to click that. But when they get in, it's a long and people don't have that patience to. And some other live streaming, it's not fit with the title doesn't fit with
Yes.
what they are talking about. Not all. What is this red? That's what I did yun, and I just go once a month, twice a day would definitely burn me out quick. I love that too. Yes, I understand that redhead. I love that too. When I was working with my watch hours, I do live streaming a lot because that 4K watch hours. Therefore, I have 10 hours, I have 9 hours, and something like that. But now I am finished with that. The most important really is as what my mentors told me, it must be a content, a
Yes.
thing, something you can share to the world. The people need it. So you must think what the people need. And you have to think with yourself why I am sharing this. So you must have a purpose. So for example, redhead, your point is very, powerful to share to other people because people can be inspired with that.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, but many doesn't understand that really that content is more. Important.
So for right now, you're saying that you're not going to do the live streams for right now.
No, not for a while. I'm
And
because we have that live streaming before February 11 because we have that Thanksgiving live
yes,
streaming. Yeah, to
yes.
thank the people who supported me, Grisel and John Michael, for 2 years. So that's what is. Then we are going to BRP. Thank you for coming. We are
Welcome, welcome. Thank you, BRP.
going to to take a rest. I want to focus with my content first.
Un, I think that sometimes when we step back, we grow more or we do better. Sometimes when we're tired and worn out and exhausted, because doing a live stream, I could do 20 videos and it wouldn't tire me out as much as doing a 2-hour live stream.
Yeah.
Live streams take a lot of work, and people don't realize how much time a live stream takes. Whereas when you're doing your content, you can stop it, start it, stop it, start it. I love doing my content. I mean, if I love coming on here live because, like I said, it's a wonderful way to socialize and connect and talk. But if you're really building your channel, um, I think it's really much better to build it through content.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That
do.
is.
I think it's much better.
Mm. So, but
And
many people are struggling. What is their content? They are having difficulty. What will be the content?
yes,
And there we are again. We have to go to our why. Why you are in YouTube? Why you want to do this? What you can share to others? Go to that thing. What you love first. Think what you love. Like you, Diana. You're full of wisdom. You like to share it to others. You love sharing it to others. Then there you are. The thoughts will just follow day
yes,
after day. So therefore, okay, if you have blackout, do the meditation. Have time for yourself and go deeper into yourself. What I really love. What makes me happy. What makes me, feel satisfied at the end of the day. And that's what I am doing because I'm working throughout 7.5 hours a day. Then I have this inspiration that I'm looking forward at the end at the 3:30 p.m. Then I can do my blogging, then I can do my uploads, then I can do my editing and something like that. You must use it, that you are happy looking forward that is the thing you are going to do because I love my work in a certain way, but it's a kind of I'm doing it again and again and again every day, the same. While in content, what I am sharing here in YouTube, I go to different topics which I also use to myself to help myself. So you must find your why really. Then the content, comes. The
yes.
ideas comes.
Yes, I agree. And it will keep you busy here on YouTube because you're not only on your channel, but you're on other people's channels. You're
Mm,
visiting, you're answering comments. There's a lot that goes on behind it. And then when
mm,
you're making content like you and I do, there's a lot that goes into that. A lot of time, a lot of editing. I need to get back to putting the beginning and ending on mine like I used to, coming up grandma's driveway, going back down grandma's driveway. But as I was saying earlier, in my on my main computer, I deleted that. The part that you put on the beginning and the end. It's on my other computers, but that's the computer I edit with. So I got to figure out how to get it back on there so I can do that again. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot when you are doing, especially both content and live streaming. So I agree. I think it's good to step back from anything in life from time to time so that
mm.
you can recharge. And I think that you are so right. If you want to grow your channel, I think content is really the way you grow it.
Yeah, and you must be consistent on it. You must be
Consistent.
present to
And you must
YouTube.
enjoy being here. If you're not
Yeah,
enjoying what you're doing or you're tired and you're worn out, like Red said, she said, she had gotten burnt out. That's the time you need to back off. You need to listen to your body and your mind. If you're
yeah.
tired and you're worn out, don't keep coming on.
Mm.
You don't keep coming on. Oh, here's Arnie. I'm going to bring Arnie up here with us. And here's Arnie.
You have to want to help and inspire people and do, but
Yes.
people come on YouTube looking
Hi,
for
Diana.
inspiration. inspiration.
Yeah.
Yes, you're so right, Redhead. Thank you so much for the comments, Redhead. Thank you. Hi, LNM. Thank you for coming.
Arnie, did you change the name of your channel again, or you came in under L&M? It's Layla and Mia, right?
Yeah, it's Liam. I'm just on a totally different device.
Oh, okay. Now you know Un, don't you, Arnie? And Arnie, Un, do you know Arnie? He's got Layla and Mia. He has
Yes,
two
I
channels
see
in
him
Arnie's
here.
Adventure.
Yeah, you heard of Umdell.
Yeah, because I talk about her all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She has KE Norway too, and you definitely want to connect with both of her channels, Arnie. You'll love her channels. You absolutely will love her channels. How are you doing, Arnie?
I'm doing so. Had a emergency this morning.
Uh-huh. What happened?
My mom had to go to the hospital.
Is she doing
So sorry
okay?
for that.
She's doing okay now. Maybe, hopefully tonight she can come home.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we'll keep her in our thoughts, and hopefully she's going to be better and you'll be able to bring her home tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Call
know,
me B. Born
health
out
crisis can
serious
happen
about your
anytime.
health. Yes, call me be born out. Yeah, you must be aware about it when you begin to feel like burning out. It's very important that you have to, to calm down and have a moment with yourself. Because
Yeah.
when that comes, it's really not easy.
I like what you just said, and you have to come down and have a moment with yourself.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. I mean, you can't constantly be on the go, constantly.
Gingerbread. In all social media, I think people should give more love to each other than hate or trolling or things like that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very true, Gingerbread. But not all people is like that. It's really,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and you're going to get all kinds when you're in a public forum like we are. You get all kinds of people, mostly wonderful, but you get some on occasion that aren't so nice, and it happens. It happens on
It
everybody's
happened.
channel. And
Yeah.
but it's interesting in that you're doing that though. I really like that because sometimes like for about 4 months I wasn't on live streaming because I was in college
Yeah.
full time. And when I go back to college, I don't know if how much live streaming I'll be able to do. That's not till June. But because it does, and it takes up a lot of time. Now, like I said, I enjoyed. Hey, Michelle Shelley, welcome. Thank you for coming, my friend. She's from Australia. If you
Oh
don't know
yeah.
Michelle Shelley's style, please connect. Please connect. And but yeah, I've been doing the 2 lives a day for the most
Yeah.
part. And
Yeah.
sometimes I have to skip one, sometimes I have to skip two. I play it as it comes. If I'm tired that night or my husband wants to do something or my kids want to do something, then I go do that. I put that first. But the
Yeah.
content, I love doing my content. There's not much more that I love to do more than the content. I really enjoy doing it.
Yeah, that's the importance. That's important. Don't do the thing which is you're not enjoying it. Hello
Right.
there, second co-host praying for your mom. I think you said yes. Yeah, L&M.
Thank you,
Thank
Jack.
you, Jen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, so tell me what the goals are with your channel, not numbers or anything, but what are your goals? What is your direction?
Yes, yeah, that's a good question. But I want to keep on growing and sharing those thoughts and hope by the time I have the time, I have the effort, I have all the energy. Maybe I will go early retirement. I want to put it in a book bind. I want to write a book.
Oh,
With that.
wow.
Yeah, that's really my plan, and I really praying for that God give me the strength, the wisdom, the knowledge. That is my purpose, and hopefully I can be a good public speaker. It's so ambitious,
Yeah.
Diana, but
Oh, you'd be wonderful. Absolutely
I really
wonderful.
want that because I'm struggling with stage fright. I don't like to face people, and I'm working with myself through my blogs. I really hope that someday I can face people and talk things which matters to me and share to others.
Yes. Yes.
and this is a kind of training for me. Hopefully someday I am confident enough to stay out there on the stage feeling all these things, and it's
And you can do it, Un. You can do it.
I really
You
hope
might
so.
end up on TED Talks for all we know.
Who knows? Yeah, who
You
knows?
never know where life is going to take you. Greystone, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here.
So that's, yeah, I really want that. That's what I'm praying always. God, let me finish my God-given destiny to be a good public speaker, to write the book, and to do some charity works. My time to help others, and something like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Michelle Shelley Style, I wanted to let you know that if you want to come up tonight, I'll be on. I will be on. I think I'll be on tonight about 10 o'clock my time. Now, I'm not 100% certain because that can always change. But if I come on tonight, I'd love to have you come up too, because I know Red's going to come up tonight. Passion for Art, welcome, welcome. Another great channel. She does her live streaming. I don't think she's doing one this week, or maybe. Are you Passion for Art? I can't remember what you told me yesterday. If you're going to
Thank you so much, Michelle. Michelle, thank you so much. And yeah, Redhead too. Those are my goals too. Yes, really, we can inspire each other, Redhead. Yes, that's my goal too. Before I go, I am gone in this earth, that I can share my message to the world, and speaking public like that. And yeah, we can do that together, Redhead. Thank you so much,
Yes.
guys, for the
Yes.
inspiration.
Arnie, were you looking for me last night to be on?
Yes, I was looking for you last night because this is really work.
Well, I was planning on coming on last night, but then my husband and I were out to dinner. So I didn't show up.
What nationality are you? Originally, Michelle, I come from the Philippines. I born in the Philippines, but I live in Norway now for over 30 years. So I am a Filipino, but I am a Norwegian citizen.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my phone again. Yes. But yeah, so hopefully, Arnie, I'll be on tonight. I'm thinking about, when I get off of here, I'm going to go take my nap and answer all my phone calls, and or answer my phone calls and go take my nap, and then I probably then have dinner, and then hopefully I'll be on tonight, and then
yes, here in Norway it's already 10 p.m. It's my bedtime.
yes. Well, I am probably going to get off of here right now. I've been on about an hour and 40 minutes, and that's a lot for me. I mean, I'm not like I said, 30 minutes on here is a long time for me, even though I usually stay on about an hour, sometimes as late as 2 hours. But I probably will be, if something changes for me, I probably will be on tonight about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe a little bit before, or maybe I'll come on a little bit after. If I have to pick up my son, I may not get on here till like 10:15, 10:20. If I don't have to pick him up, then I will be on here, 9:45, 10 o'clock, something like that. Gingerbread Jack was asking, Arnie, where are you from?
I'm in Wisconsin.
Michelle, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michelle. I love Filipino ladies. Always so much fun. You ladies like to laugh. Yes. Even we are sad, we are laughing. So that's good. Thank you so much, Michelle.
And actually, the temperature here today is really warm. It's 48 degrees, which is unusual.
Wow.
And
that's about what we're having down here. We're in the South.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Cold here. It's still cold here. It's -4. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still a winter mood here in Norway.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll be off in just a second. I'm coming.
So guys, I thank you so much for having me. Dianna, thank you so much for having me. I hope I can catch up you again some other time.
I love you, Un. You're always welcome here, Un. You're always welcome. And thank you for bringing all your friends. Thank you. I love you. And if you don't have Ungel, please have Ungel on our KE Norway channel.
Thank
It's
you so much,
wonderful.
guys. Redhead, Michelle.
Thank you, and
Ashley.
love you. Love you. Thank
have-
you. Thank
I have
you.
to go and get ready for my bedtime.
Yes, and I'm going to go take my nap as soon as I see what my sons
Yeah.
want and answer all my phone calls. And
Yeah.
Arnie, I'll see you tonight if I come on.
Guys, bye-bye.
Okay. And is it possible that someone could like drop Undell's channels?
Yeah, make sure you're with
Yes,
Undel's
ma'am.
channel too.
Okay,
And
gingerbread.
in Norway.
Thank you so much, gingerbread. Okay,
Yeah.
Diane, I will continue to support you, Diane, and thank you also for supporting me.
Absolutely. We support each other. That's how we grow. That's how we grow.
Yes.
And I hope you get bigger than me. That way I'll grow bigger.
We must all grow bigger.
Yeah.
That's right. We all help each other. We want each other to grow. We want each other to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because if one gets bigger than the other, that means that that'll help pull you along, you know? So that's how it works.
It's true.
Yeah.
Love you, and thank you. Thank you, beautiful Un.
Be careful with the storm, Redhead. Take care, Redhead. And bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. And thank you so much.
And thank
Love
you.
all.
Thank you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
That is Undell, KE Norway. And Arnie, I got to go see what my son wants. And thank you, Arnie. And I'll see you if I come on tonight. I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, no, so I'll be looking for you because
thank you.
I'll
and I
get
hope
my
your mother
notices
is better
and
tonight.
all
I hope
that.
she's home tonight. I hope she's back home tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, V. Thank you, everybody. Red, I'll see you tonight. Michelle, I'll see you tonight. If I come on, like not 100%, I'm usually like 90% sure that I'll be on. There's always that 10% that, you know, something could come up or whatever, but, or, you know, I'm tired or whatever, but usually I'm on. So it's somewhere between 9:45 and 10:45, you know, anywhere in that ballpark, but usually 10 o'clock. Thank you, Arnie, and I'll see you a little bit later. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Okay.
And everybody in the stream, thank you. And I'll see, hopefully I'll be here tonight. Okay. May God bless you. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'll catch you all later on.
Thank you, Arnie. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
And bye-bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. See you a little bit later. Bye-bye.